And welcome once again back to Relationships at Work, your leadership guide to building workplace connections and avoiding blind spots. I'm your host, Russell Lolliker, communications leadership expert, a couple of decades of experience in both those areas, whole heap of curiosity too on how we can make the workplace a better place. If you're a leader trying to understand and improve your impact on work culture and the employee experience, you're in the right place. It's a mini episode. It's Thursday. They kind of align. These are just under 10 minutes, quick, valuable bits of information to help you, tweak your mindset for the week ahead. Maybe it's new information. Maybe it's a good reminder at the right time. Regardless, here it is, all for you. And our topic today is, are we speaking or are we communicating? I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'm sure as hell going to say it again and again. Every job in an organization is a communication job. Every single one. Every role we fill in an organization has some need of a level of communication to be successful. Whether it's with our customers, our teams, our bosses, our partners, our stakeholders, boards, etc., etc., etc. It's integral that we understand that communication is the reason we can engage and connect with others. And here's the thing, it's even more integral as an ingredient to great leadership. I've mentioned self-awareness before. I've mentioned situational awareness before, these being cornerstones to great leadership, foundational. But it's hard to ignore that the trifecta of that foundation is also communication. So I found it super interesting when author and speaker Tamsin Webster, if you don't know who she is, fix that. She asked on Threads a little while back the following question. What's the difference between speaking and communicating? Hey, I'm a communications nerd. I got super excited this question and dove right in because the answer, in my experience, between speaking and communicating is understanding. In speaking, understanding isn't the objective. Well, in communicating, understanding is everything. So to go back to speaking, it's a one-way action to provide information. It's broadcasting. It's sending a company-wide email. It's conducting an update meeting, or it's a town hall that doesn't invite questions at the end. But the thing is, words matter. And as we've talked on the show, we have a tendency in organizations to call people things that aren't actually true, like leaders, based specifically on where they are in the organization, not that they actually provide leadership. They're more managers. Now, communication is the exact same thing. So many people in organizations have communication right there in their title, but they don't actually communicate at all. It's purely about getting a message out because their success is measured by speaking at, not speaking with. Their measure of success is binary. It's a checkbox of, did I do the thing? Yes, no, check box. It could also be, did the number of people show up to my event, like a town hall or a meeting? Yes, 9 people showed up. It was a success. And again, this is the speaking at. Now let's focus on speaking with. That's where the real communication lives. Great leadership lives in there too. Communicating is prioritizing understanding on both sides, the sender and the receiver. Because we haven't communicated without first understanding what our message is trying to do, and then knowing its relevance to the receiver, the audience, and how to craft it in a way that allows it to be understood. On the flip side, the receiver, the audience, has to really understand what's being said in a way that matters to them, relevancy, and possibly even taking some action based on that understanding. Now, if they don't, if the sender doesn't do their work and the receiver doesn't consume the information in its relevancy, then communication didn't actually take place. Because it's not just what we say and want to say, but it's what the people we're trying to connect with need to hear. Great communication is two-way. So as leaders, how do we ensure we're communicating and not merely speaking at our teams, our organization? Well, first, what I would recommend is doing some surveys with specific communication metrics. Maybe implement quarterly surveys. I don't know your frequency, but include specific questions about how effective communication is. These questions could ask about the clarity of leadership communication, how often employees feel listened to, and whether they feel informed about decisions. Then you can track changes in scores over time and identify trends that show improvement or areas that might need some of that attention. Feedback and participation levels in meetings are also big flags on whether you're good or bad at this communication thing. You can measure participation in team meetings and feedback sessions by tracking how many employees actively contribute or ask questions. A consistent increase in participation might actually indicate that communication channels are open and employees are feeling comfortable engaging. Just make sure it's not the same people over and over again as well, because your message might resonate with them, but it's obviously not resonating with everybody. Communication didn't happen. You're getting there, but it didn't. And last, think about having regular one-on-one meetings and feedback loops with your team. You could conduct regular one-on-one meetings and gather anecdotal feedback on communication, whether it's effective, maybe track some common themes or concerns people are having. This will allow us as leaders to personalize that communication where it's needed and see if employees feel heard, valued, and clear on their roles. That last one, these one-on-one meetings, that's where I feel the most effective way of understanding how we're doing and how we could be better. That lives there. Almost every success and failure in an organization can be tracked back to the quality of communication. And if we don't care about taking the time and effort to really, truly communicate, to really understand who we're trying to connect and communicate with, then we actually might be far more contributing to failures in the organization than any solutions to workplace issues. Great leaders understand that it's much better to focus on speaking with than doing a checkbox exercise of speaking at. That's it. We're done. Another mini episode of Relationships at Work, your leadership guide to building workplace connections and avoiding blind spots. Thanks for joining me. Under 10 minutes, in and out, nobody got hurt. Not bad, eh? I'm Russell Lolliker. Really enjoy your time here. Thank you so much. These solo episodes are getting to be as popular as our guest episodes. So thank you so much for your support and understanding that even just 10 minutes, whether you're commuting, whether you're going for a run, a walk, or just having it as background noise and whatever you're doing, it helps the leadership journey. And it's helping mine, so I'm thrilled to hear that it's helping yours as well. All right, take care of yourself, and we will talk again.